On this week's show, the Days of the Rose under the high patronage of Prince Albert II. Patrick Dempsey shares his passion for cars with us. And we follow the Monte Carlo Ballet to Paris. It's the first time they have been the godfather and godmother of an event. Hereditary Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella took place of honour at the Chailly Abbey in the Eure department of France to celebrate the Days of the Rose. The theme for the 17th edition was The Rose and Children, an event held under the high patronage of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II.
C'était très émouvant pour moi. C'est vrai que j'aurais beaucoup aimé les avoir avec nous, mais enfin ils sont encore un peu jeunes.
It was very moving for me. I would have liked to have them with me, but they are still a bit young for this kind of event. But I will definitely bring them to see Chailly and to see their rose bushes growing and blooming. I think it's a very beautiful symbol, and I was very touched to be able to take part in this lovely event.
En tout cas, j'étais très touché de pouvoir participer à cette très belle manifestation.
2 rose bushes christened Hereditary Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella were given to the Sovereign Prince. Created by a top rose breeder, these flowers were carefully selected to pay tribute to the children's personality. A few days after visiting the Days of the Rose event, Prince Albert II presented the Rainier III research grants at the Human Paleontology Institute in Paris. These prizes reward researchers who work in the field of origin and evolution of man in the Quaternary era. This year, 2 eminent researchers were rewarded: Marta Arzarello, who has been studying the caves in the Piero Nord site in Italy for several years, and Thibaut Bienvenu, who has been studying the evolution of the human brain. After handing out prizes, Prince Albert II received one himself. The Sovereign and his foundation received the European Initiative Prize for Environmental Protection during a ceremony in Dresden in Germany. This prize rewards his work for the preservation of oceans and sends out a strong message to the whole of the European community about the importance of working together to preserve the marine environment. He has been in many films, as well as starring as Dr. McDreamy Shepherd in Grey's Anatomy on TV, but his visit to the Principality was due to his passion for cars. Patrick Dempsey unveiled an unusual roadmap that dates back to the 20th century and which belonged to Prince Albert I.
The path that he took over many years, so it's exciting to be here at this lovely museum. It's such great history and heritage with motorsports, certainly going back to 1929, I believe. So it's really special. It was nice to be here to kind of soak in the history and see all the beautiful cars.
Prince Albert II's ancestor used to travel along the roads of France on a motorbike. Patrick Dempsey drove this Porsche Carrera 911 RS from 1973 on one of the routes followed by Prince Albert I 1 century ago between Monaco and Le Luc, before heading off to Le Mans, where his team was taking part in the 24 hours race. We end with the Monte Carlo Ballet in Paris. The company was the guest of the Théâtre de Chaillot to present Le Songe, The Dream, with choreography by Jean-Christophe Maillot.
C'est une des très grandes compagnies internationales.
It's one of the great international companies, featuring fantastic artists. I'm talking about the dancers here, but I also appreciate the choreography work by Jean-Christophe Maillot. It changes a lot from one performance to another.
Est très différent d'une pièce à l'autre.
Le Songe was created 13 years ago by the director of the ballet, but it was the first time ever that it has been presented in Paris. Time to go. See you next week.